Today, I'm checking out the GKU D600 Pro Max dash cam. This is a 4K front dash cam with a 1080p rear. We're gonna get real test footage to see how it is, but first, let's see what comes in the box. So we're greeted immediately with a nice, actually laminated manual, some memory card guidelines, and then the main camera itself. So let's take a close-up look at this right here. Pretty clean looking. This is where you'll put the mount in. It's got a power and then a rear camera auxiliary port. On the back here, we'll go ahead and remove that screen protector. Nice small screen. And then we've got a lock button right here. I don't see any other buttons for the actual dash cam itself. So it's either a touchscreen or it doesn't have any buttons, which both are kind of fine with me. Right here we go. We have a mode button and then our SD card slot. So that's the camera. Pretty sleek, honestly. I am not a big fan of massive screens, so that's okay with me. Let's take a look at the rest of the accessories here. Here we have the rear camera. These are pretty standard. I don't do the test of the rear camera because they all basically look the same. Auxiliary cord that plugs into the front camera. We've got a pry bar here to help with running your wires. And then we have a couple clips if you want to clip wires like onto the ceiling of your vehicle. Last accessory box here. This is going to be our cigarette lighter charger. So that will go into the USB-C port. And then we have the mount itself. I'll show you guys real quickly how to put this on. It has a sticky to attach to the dash or to the window, which is fine by me. And it comes with two extras in case you want to move it. Always like to see that. And then we want to go ahead and just stick this on here like that. And you're good to go ahead and mount it now. You can tighten that down to get your angle perfect. You can also choose a suction cup mount if you'd rather have that. And that's about it. So I don't believe that it comes with a memory card unless I missed it. Yeah, so it does say memory card is not included in the package. So that's one of the downsides of this camera. It is a bit pricey to not include at least like a 32 gigabyte. But let's go ahead and get it installed and then we'll show you the video footage. All right, so right off the bat, when you get it installed, it's gonna ask you to format the SD card. So you wanna hit that mode button over on the side. It's kind of hard to find. Let's see here. There it is. Or maybe you just want to hit this one. There we go. Yeah, so it's the easy button to see at least. And it's going to format that SD card. If you have any old videos on it, make sure you get those off because it is going to clear them. And then it should just be already ready to record. The only other thing you want to do is kind of adjust your angle here. I definitely want mine, yeah, more like that.
A low-speed memory card may cause recording interruptions or loss of critical footage. Please replace it with a U3/V30 or higher speed TF card.
So it asked me to replace my memory card. I'm just going to use this one. You worked on many other dash cams, so hopefully it works fine. But there we go. We should be good to drive around now, and I'll put up some test footage for you guys. So let's test out if the camera has audio. I'm driving around on a nice sunny summer day. It's actually July 4th. So we can see how it looks in like perfect viewing quality. This will basically be the best that it looks at all times. I do like the size of the dash cam, nice and small and out of the way. Doesn't have all the bunch of random features that you really don't need, like a super huge screen, or this one doesn't have a cabin camera, like a camera inside your vehicle, which is fine. I really only recommend people get dash cams with the cabin camera if they're going to be Uber drivers or something like that, where you have a random people in your car that you need to film. Otherwise, just a standard dash cam like this should be fine. It looks like this dash camera saves clips about every 1 minute, which is good. I'd rather have a bunch of small clips than long ones in case something gets corrupted or something like that. And at least on the little screen, the image quality appears to be pretty good. So definitely let me know down below, guys, what your thoughts are. Is the image quality any good? And if it is, would you buy this camera? And if you would, I'll obviously have links down in the description to help me out and help the channel out. So I appreciate it in advance. And as always, guys, thanks for watching Modern Reviews. Did you know there's an easy way to get discount codes for most products on Amazon? I created a website, moderndeals.net, that has thousands of daily discount codes for Amazon. Let's take, for example, this hair dryer. Click the item on my site, the coupon will auto apply, click add to cart, and there you go. The price dropped down to the discounted price. There's thousands of active codes every single day. You can also search for individual items, for example, a dash cam, and it'll show all the active codes for dash cams that day. I'll have a link to my discount site in the description and the pinned comment. Be sure to check it out and bookmark, and let's get back to the video.